United States President Donald Trump has signed an executive order withdrawing the U.S. from the Paris Climate Agreement, the Paris Accords, marking a second exit for the U.S. in less than a decade. Following this, he signed a formal letter to the United Nations notifying the global body of the country's intent to leave the 2015 accord. The accord is aimed at limiting long-term global warming to 1.5 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels, or failing that, keeping temperatures at least well below 2 degrees Celsius above pre-industrial levels. The accord is voluntary and allows nations to provide targets to cut their own emissions of greenhouse gases from the burning of coal, oil and natural gas. With this move, the US joins a small group of nations such as Iran, Libya, Yemen that are not part of the accord. Under the agreement's rules, exiting would take a year after submitting formal notice to the UN. United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres, through a spokesperson, expressed confidence that US cities, states and businesses would continue to push for low-carbon economic growth despite the federal government's withdrawal. Besides initiating US withdrawal from the Paris Climate Accord, Trump, after being sworn in, declared a national energy emergency to expand drilling in US, which is the world's top oil and gas producers, among them. Also, he said he would scrap vehicle emissions standards that amount to an electric vehicle mandate. He vowed to curb wind farms. In protest, climate activists in London hung a banner opposite the Houses of Parliament. The banner read, "Trump Climate Genocide," as activists said that Trump's policy on climate is going to have dreadful consequences.
I mean, he's a climate-denying neo-fascist. As the most powerful person in the world, that's bound to have terrible consequences. And so we are trying to broadcast the message of just how serious that is, but especially for the climate, because a destabilized climate is going to affect everybody.